it showed that I made 128 mistakes in total. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlie. Well, in the previous videos, maybe in the last video, I shared an experience. I shared an idea that I want to make my videos as a learning resource, and just learning from my mistakes. But just now, I just got this report from an AI at the cloud, and it just made a English error priority report for me. So this video, I will share my experience of how to make your AI as your English teacher. Okay, well I just transcribe my last 6 videos, the standard form video, the long video, into transcript. So it means that what I said have been recorded into text, okay, into document. Okay, so and this let me to have allow me to have a chance to do some analysis about what we said, and about how about my English spoken English skills about. So and after reading the report, my feeling is really complex, because I found that the AI can really like a proficiency English teacher. He can point it out all the mistakes I made, even from the not only the grammar mistakes, but also like some about phrasing, about natural expressions. So the AI really know every mistake what I made in my previous video. But after reading about maybe 100, maybe 50 mistakes, I really feel stressed. And I don't know why. Maybe because just like I said, as an adult English learner, you don't need to learn everything well, especially in a in a hurry. In a short time, you can't do it. You can't achieve the final goal in a short time. So you have to focus on the things you can grasp. So I think that means AI runs too fast than our human being's brain. So the productivity is really very horrible, very amazing. But as an adult English learner, I can handle them. Okay, so I will share you that I just got these three paper documents, and you can see that there are many things I want to share with you. At first I want to share you that it shows that I made I don't know whether you can see it. It showed that I made 128 mistakes in total, and that is just I think not the accurate number. Maybe the real number is bigger than that. That because I just ask AI to point out 20 to 25 mistakes in one episode, because I'm afraid I'm afraid the result is too large, it's too big. Okay, and in my last 6 episodes, 128 number is really a big number. Okay, but as I said, we don't need to fix all the issues. Yeah, so I ask AI to separate, to organize all the mistakes. It's in its report. It says the errors. Okay, the English errors. The 128 English errors can be organized into 3 tiers, and the tier 1. Let me see. The tier 1 is in this report it says it affects comprehension and high frequency. Okay? So it means that I made these English errors more than 6 times, and in all my 6 episodes, I mean the standard form video, I made this mistake every time, and not only one time in each episode. So this is my top 1 English mistakes I made. That is English speaking. I just said English speaking, but the correct expression is spoken English. So I always say I want to practice my English speaking through making videos. That is wrong. So the correct saying is spoken English. So I want to improve my spoken English by making videos or through this channel. So, and I just always say learning English speaking. So that is wrong. The correct way is practicing spoken English. Okay, and this is really actually my first English error, and I already found it when I read the English error list. Okay. And I think the AI is right. This is my top 1. This is my top 1 error. I need to fix it. And as I said before, sometimes we usually the top 1 problem maybe is the easiest problem we can fix, because the frequency is high. The mistake frequency is high, and you can aware this issue, but maybe just that you don't have a teacher can point it out passively. But for AI teacher, for this passive AI, you have to ask him a question at first, but if you use this method, the AI will give you, I think, understandable and great answer or suggestion for me. I think it is useful for me, and it's useful enough. Okay, let me see. The second one is talk about it. I always use about after talk. I usually say that like that. Let me talk something. Let me talk it later. But the correct way is I will talk about it later. I usually missing the about. Oh, it shows that I made these mistakes more than 5 times. And it says that the tier 1 issues is affects comprehension. So that is the reason why it listed in the tier 1 section. Okay. Well, so let me see. The next one is okay. It's about verb tense. I just use the wrong verb tense. For example, I just said when I recording the video. So that is wrong. The correct saying is when I was recording. Well, and it also I also made this mistake more than 8 times. Well, and actually, I really want to, I really suggest you to use this AI to, to help you teach English. Well, sometimes, find someone can help you learn English. It's not just, it's not just one way. I mean, I said it before. That means you can't expect there is someone that can help you learn English well automatically. So you need to find the approaches. You need to try different approaches, and maybe one approach is useful for me, but it doesn't work for you. So you need to try. You need to try until you find the appropriate way for you. Okay, so in my opinion, the AI can teach you English when you want to, and you can gather, I think, the right feedback. I lost in the pages. Okay, so the tier 2. Okay, so the tier 2 is important but doesn't block understanding. Okay, so these problems, I think, is not very serious. And let me see. Okay, I just made a mistake. Okay, this issue is make mistakes, not do mistakes. Okay, I said that I did many mistakes, so it's obviously wrong. But maybe I don't have the conscience about it during I was speaking on camera, maybe. So the correct expression is I made many mistakes, but I said I did many mistakes. So it says it's tagged as a fixed collocation. Okay, collocation, the fixed collocation. Okay, got it. Well, the tier 3, let's move on to the tier 3. The tier 3 is fine tuning. Meaning is clear. Natural needs suffers. Well, the top one is missing articles, I said in car, but I should say in the car. Or an English teacher, I should say an English teacher, but I missed an. Okay, I usually say English teacher. Okay, that's all. That is what I want to share you. Oh, I forgot this one. The Claude just upgraded in some subtle features, but the most important thing I found that the most interesting thing I found that it can generate this answer just in the main area of the chat page. The Claude often generating or writing codes just like a web page or HTML. But I found that now the Claude can just generate the report, with the beautiful layout, and you can see the beautiful colors and the different layout in the main area. So it means that you don't need to know, oh, the Claude is coding. No, it doesn't matter. So you don't know it, but the result is just laid out appropriately and in a very good pattern. So I think it is really useful for English learners because sometimes we need to know. So sometimes we need to pay our attention to the serious problem. But I think but you can't get the important things in the pure text layout. You can't find the important things. But for this new feature, I think just for me, making a English error report is much more easier than before. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. See you next one.